everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator on Snettertons Farm. And for those of you who watched the last live stream there on Snettertons, we're pretty much picking up where we left off from that. I did do a little bit more work there off screen. Namely got this field a little bit further in the harvesting and also started picking up the straw. And for those of you who did not watch the live stream, kind of the main thing we did is we did a whole bunch of small square baling, which turned out so-so. For those of you who watch the live streams, you'll know what I mean. Oh, that trailers didn't quite hold it all, did they? Oh well. Well, yes, we got out the old sickle bar mowers, mowed the grass that way. We used the old New Holland rake to rake the grass, and then we baled it. And what we should have done is we should have probably made hay bales. Instead we made grass bales. And unfortunately, the pickup wagon for the bales doesn't work with grass bales, apparently. So we ended up having to do a little trickery there to pick up the bales and then dispose of them, which was a bit of a pain, but oh well, we got it done. So anyway, also in the live stream, I kind of mentioned what I'd like to be able to do here, and that's be able to buy field 20 there. It's a nice large field, so the goal is going to be able to buy field 20. We might have to borrow maybe, like $500,000 or so to do that, but that is going to be the goal. And we're just going to get as close as we can here with the crops that we have. So, between this field here, barley probably isn't selling for that. Well, it's actually not too, $9.29. So, yeah, we might be able to make a little bit more money here. If we can get $750,000, then we want to borrow 250, well, maybe still 350 or so to buy that field. That is definitely acceptable if you ask me. Okay, and might as well go empty this here a moment. I don't have any courseplay courses or nothing set up for this yet. I'm seeing if maybe in the future we might have to do that, but for now it should be good. Also mention this as well, a bigger tractor would be rather nice. Not really sure which one yet. I know a couple people said they wanted to see the New Holland T7. Kind of a nice tractor as well if you ask me, but we'll see once. I would actually like to have a tractor that's even bigger than that, really. Thinking, like something in the 400 horsepower range. Especially like pulling these trailers. Whew, this tractor doesn't like that, does it? It will pick up speed here at some point. Otherwise, this is definitely going to take a while to get back to the farm here at this rate. Don't think the sunflowers are ready to harvest yet. We'll have to check that here. I think we're pretty much waiting on the sunflowers and corn at this point. Also, would like to be able to purchase field 26 down by the greenhouses there. Maybe put some grass on that field, and we'll have grass for the composter. That'd be nice and close, and I don't have to transport it all the way down there. Be a little bit easier. But we're going to go for field 20 first, and then probably a nice large tractor. It'll probably be a newer large tractor. But to any one of the larger, newer tractors, we're doing some of this heavier work. Like I mentioned as well, a larger forage wagon for the grass and the straw. Make it a little bit easier there for transporting. I was going to say, we could throw a third wagon on here, but judging by how slow this tractor already pulls the wagons here, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Let's see. Oh, we actually have hay in the silos here. I probably should really take that out. There's no need to have hay over here, I don't think. We do have sheep, but the sheep have the hay bales, so that should be good. Wouldn't mind getting some more animals as well, especially like maybe sheep and pigs. We bought some cows here earlier in-game year here. So the cows, you know, what do we got, like 30, 31 of them, I think. I think we still only have like 5 pigs. They still are not reproducing at all. And the sheep, I don't think they're really doing much either. And I guess 11 sheep really, I think it's 11 sheep anyway, really don't reproduce that quickly apparently. You know, one would think, at least if this was real life, you know, if you got 11 sheep, well, you probably have 10 females, 1 male. So within a year, you should be able to double, almost double the number of sheep you have. Okay, looks like the combine's actually almost full already here again. And I think so far I've taken 4 loads of straw off this field. Of the, 3 or 4 windrows I picked up there. So it looks like we're going to get a nice amount of straw off this field. And again, that's kind of the main reason I actually purchased this field was for the straw. Lots and lots of straw. Also rearranged the tractors in the group here as well. We got quite a few tractors, so I'll try to make it a little bit easier. Group 7 there, I got a bunch of the animal equipment. And then Group 1, I got the really small tractors. Again, in the future, we might do some more with those. Probably keep that to like the live stream. Again, you know, if you use that stuff, it takes quite a while. You don't get much done in a video, but you know, if we do a little bit longer live stream, that works pretty good. And in the live stream there as well, when the pickup trailer didn't work for the bales, I tried using the small trailer just to hand load the bales. That was an absolute disaster as well. Again, the farming simulator physics are just an absolute failure there, trying to do it that way. So we ended up resorting to the auto loading trailer for that, and that seemed to work okay. Go. Yeah, this little J&M gravity wagon seems to be about perfect for these combines here so far. Speaking of combines, I do have a new combine we're probably going to be trying here. Let's see, under harvesters. We have the old Oliver. Oh, it says it's a roast a la mâche. Interesting. Oliver doesn't say what size. I think is it a 7800, I think? Old Oliver combine. Want to give this one a try. We'll see once if it's any good or not. Okay, should be good. Let's see. Where did I leave the Fent? Gotta remember now the Fent is in group 4 here. Brought a bunch of straw here too. The mixed rations maker there for the cows. Oh yes, and here's some of the small bales left over from the whole bale fun we had. Like I said, apparently the pickup wagon that doesn't pick up grass bales. Wouldn't mind trying it again sometime in the future. Maybe we'll try making more bales again. But we'll definitely try to remember to make hay bales rather than grass bales. Kind of silly that the pickup wagon that doesn't pick up grass bales. You know, again, at least as far as real life goes, the bale trailer doesn't care what it's picking up as long as it's a bale. Don't matter if it's a silage bale, straw bale, hay bale, grass bale. corn stalk, whatever. You know, whatever you want to stick in that bale, I don't think it's really going to care. Though I can't say I've really ever seen any small corn stalk bales. I don't think that's a thing, at least not that I know of anyway. I have to imagine that'd be rather hard on a small baler. Although I will have to say, something new that I have not seen before, at least this year in real life here. Noticed one farmer looked like they were baling soybean stalks. So what was left of the soybeans, they were baling it up. I can't say I've ever seen that before. You know, again, typically you don't get much residue left from soybeans. I think just because of the year it was, probably getting a little more than normal. And I noticed now one farmer was actually appeared to be baling up their soybean stalks. So I thought that was rather interesting. Again, like I said, I can't say I've ever seen that before. At least not where I live anyway. And so far I've just been picking this straw up manually here. Again, this is where I'd like to have a larger 4H wagon. But again, probably need a larger tractor to pull it with as well. Again, this Fendt struggles a little bit, especially going up hills when this 4H wagon is fully loaded. Anyway, let's read a few comments here a moment. Sergu was saying, very, very good. Well, thank you very much for that. Kajara was saying, I want to play. Well, for anybody that would like to play with me, again, a reminder for the multiplayer servers there. Anyone is welcome to join us on the multiplayer servers as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Information for joining can be found in any one of my multiplayer videos. You won't find any information in the description of this video, so make sure you check out my multiplayer videos. We currently have Pleasant Valley on server 3. No, server 1. Pleasant Valley is on server 3. It's Pleasant Valley version 3. That's why I keep thinking server 3 all the time. It's Pleasant Valley version 3 on server 1. Grand Valley on server 2. And Belgique Profond on server 3. And again, server 3 is the one with all the old iron packs on it. We've got all old equipment, plus some of the really old equipment on there as well. And again, if you do want to join us, make sure you join us on TeamSpeak. It is a requirement to join us on TeamSpeak. Johnny was saying the old equipment looks classy. And he was also saying a nice little map. I prefer the bigger ones. Talking about Drummond Farm there. Kind of the same here as well. I kind of like the larger maps as well. Though Drummond Farm is definitely a very nicely done map. And definitely having fun on that one as well. And trying to get some, different equipment on there as well. Trying to go a little more European on that one. At least a little bit more anyway. Even though the two tractors I have definitely are not. Or at least not the way I've got them set up anyway. We have a 4960, I think, and the 8410. It's 8410 if I remember correctly. Okay, well, it's unloading. Let's unload the combine here. So we'll probably fill up this trailer as well again, the grain cart. Almost done with the barley here on this field. Again, we only got one level of fertilizer on it. I was hoping to get 3. I guess just the way the seasons mod works out, I don't think that's going to happen. I could try fast forward in time, see once if we could get another application of fertilizer on it, but I decided not to. It's like, well, we're just going to get it done with. And we'll have to make sure, next time we do this field, we'll have 3 levels of fertilizer on it. I didn't plan on doing any oilseed radish on this field. Or if we do, maybe use like a larger seeder or something. Shane was saying, nice mods. Thank you very much for that. That's a reminder there for the mods. If you want to know where any of the mods I have came from, make sure you check out the mod list in the description there. Oh, just about, 0.6% I think that says down there for the combine. So just about emptied the combine. Not quite. Hunt Game was saying on the cat house repair video there, you must have missed it. The new caulk tube there was finger caulk. Right. And for those who watched that video, know what he was talking about there. Hunt Game was also saying the things you do for your cats. I know, right? Okay, we'll just leave that be. Let's head back to the vent here. Actually, no, it might be actually quicker if I just transport it straight down to the greenhouse area there, maybe. Not sure. Or either that, create a course by course from the main silo there down there. We'll see once. And I could set up course play for picking this up as well. The only thing would be I'd have to run a rake through it first, and or have the combine on course play, one of the two. Because getting course play to line up with the current windrows probably is not going to happen. Typical Army was saying, love your videos, keep up the good work. Thank you very much for that. Jeffrey was saying, I'm glad I left the live stream before all the bow tie bashing happened. Yes, for those who watched the live stream, we were doing a lot of bashing in the live stream, I would say. We definitely covered a few topics, that's for sure. We, of course, covered the consoles. I think we covered those quite well on the bashing. And then we got around to a few other topics as well. Tyler was saying, my goal on Farming Simulator 15 is 1 million cows. Must be why you're playing Farming Simulator 15 yet. I think that's going to take you a while. Not to mention as well how long it would take you to purchase the said 1 million cows in Farming Simulator 15. Or the amount of money you would have to do so. At least without cheating anyway. Andy was saying you should play on the new map. Who Dare Who Dat map. At this point, I'm probably not going to be playing on any new maps just yet. We got a couple maps on the multiplayer server there, plus 2 single-player maps. So definitely not looking for any new maps to play on at this point. Almost full. Like I said, probably almost just as quick maybe to drive down to where we want the straw at, maybe. Where a bigger, larger, faster tractor would come in handy as well. Tomer was saying the Seasons mod considers a stage a different shade in the color of green and orange. So when the shade changes, fertilize. Make sure you fertilize while planting. And yes, again, of course, the field we own or the one we're working on right now, I obviously didn't fertilize that one because I didn't plant that one. We bought it while it was still growing. And I did change over a growth cycle there, so that's why I rather thought it would allow us to fertilize again, but apparently not. It did go from green to orange, so I thought we'd be able to fertilize, but yeah, again, apparently he didn't let us do that for some reason, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Andrew's saying the Seasons mod shows the crop as fully grown because in real life the field is ready, but the moisture level is too high to combine. And that's true. I get what he's saying there, although I still don't necessarily agree with the way the Seasons mod does it in the game. You know, if you ask me when it shows it's ready, it should actually be ready. Ian was saying each animal has their own reproduction time during the year with the Seasons mod, and yes, I was aware of that. For example, he says cows, I believe, only reproduce in the summer. That's why you only see cows reproducing. That could be. Somebody also said pigs reproduce. Oh, actually, the next comment here. James was saying cows only reproduce in the summer, pigs reproduce in the spring and autumn, and sheep is the same as pigs, I think. In which case, if the pigs do reproduce in the spring, they definitely didn't reproduce this spring. Yeah, we'll see what's this autumn if they reproduce or not. Let's see what's here. Is it that one that takes the straw? Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's any quicker to do the straw this way or just to put it up on the main farm style and transport it down here with the truck. Blip Duza, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name there, I was saying, re on the laptops. I own a laptop, but pretty much because that's all I can afford. My response to that, if you can afford a laptop, more likely you could have afforded a desktop, because typically laptops are more expensive than their counterpart desktop. And that is always the reason why I recommend a desktop. You know, and again, I know quite a few people always ask, you know, what do I recommend for a computer? If you're going to be gaming on it, I usually recommend a minimum of either an NVIDIA 960 or a 1060. And or if you like AMD, minimum of, you know, the AMD 460. And then I always recommend a desktop as well, unless, of course, you need the mobility. Like I say before, you should never, ever even think about considering a laptop if you don't need the mobility. Now, of course, if you need the mobility, yes, then a laptop. But if you don't need the mobility, don't ever think about considering a laptop. You're going to end up paying more for a laptop, and it's going to be underperform. It's going to underperform compared to what a comparable desktop will. Not to mention, heat issues and just all around upgrade issues. It's, just a lot more hassle and issues with a laptop. Okay, combine's full again. He has to be almost done with that field there. I think it's, it's probably almost as quick hauling the straw this way. We don't have to go up the hill there, which definitely slows us down. And I might as well take out the grain cart here the rest of the way. Probably will work better if I actually switch these tractors around, maybe put the 4960 on the trailers, the wagons there. Okay. They should be good to take care of themselves again for a while. I'm going to have to put fuel in this tractor here pretty quick too, aren't I? Wow. Not something I usually pay attention there is the fuel. Almost never have to put fuel in a tractor here when I'm playing single player. I don't know if it's just because I don't keep the tractor long enough or what, but very rarely do I end up refueling tractors, it seems like. Again, I think it's probably just because I don't keep them long enough to need to refuel them. Let's see, is there any fuel on the way down? No, I don't see any fuel on the way down to the greenhouses there. Oh well. And so far from what I'm seeing with the straw here, I think we're quite a bit under on our estimate there last time when we cheated in the straw. Again, for those who remember the straw there on field 5, I believe. The straw from that field disappeared on us, and we cheated in, I think it was 200,000 if I remember correctly. That was just kind of a rough guess. I'm thinking, judging by what I'm getting from this field, we were quite a bit under on that estimate. So that's fine. We should be getting more than enough straw off this field. Like I said, I think this is the seventh load, I believe, off this field. So with this load here, we'll easily have hit over 250,000 straw, and there's probably still another 500,000 on here yet. Brought some up to the pigs, by the way. Again, brought some to the cows there for the mixing station. We got a load in the main silo up there. Again, I'll probably take that out at some point. No need having straw in the main silo. I was thinking maybe I would transport it down there that way, but thinking about this is probably just easy doing it this way. Anyway, with that, folks, I think I'll wrap up the video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.